Hello there, Rhinohorn125, and today I'm doing part 3 of the Evil Dead 2 3.75-inch action figure cabin diorama. Yeah, long title, a lot to say, but this is just part 3. Right now you just see where I kind of left off last time, a little bit, but there is one thing added in the inside, and I'll show you that right now. So I have the cellar door. It doesn't open. I'm just going to put some kind of hinge there, but I'm not going to paint it right now. But right now I'm working on the fireplace. I already figured out this is a good size for a fireplace. So let's see. Just show you here. So it'll be like right there. Maybe a little bit further over here, but like right there. And it'll be painted and glued on and everything. Alright, so I just taped this because it wasn't closed up with the sides. I actually had to dig this out of the trash. Went dumpster diving with my hands. Don't know where I washed my hands. But let's just get started. I'm going to go through this whole process of doing this. Maybe within like me cutting this and then, painting it and then gluing it. It will not be done in just one single video, but like videos connected. So let's get started on cutting. X-Acto knives cut really easy if you've ever used them. I don't know what age you have to be to use an X-Acto knife. I guess you just have to. Alright, well, I was just gonna show you this. I made a Necronomicon for 3-inch. It's a 3.75-inch scale. You barely see it with the lighting and all that, but I got it close enough. It's super small, so it's really hard to do. I'll be painting that soon. Sorry, I need to get this to focus. Alright, so let's get started here. So I don't know what color of paint I'm going to be using, because there's this color right here. And I might want to add like texture, but I'll just move that right there so I don't get paint on it. So what brush? So I'm going to use this brush here. It's one of my really good brushes. So I'm just going to start painting. Yeah, okay, I was seeing if that was gloss, and thank God it's not. So it was. I don't have very much of this brown here. It wouldn't even be enough to paint this. So I'm glad this isn't gloss, because gloss would not look good. While I'm painting this, just gonna talk about some things of ideas I have for this. Real quick to show you, I have this little chain. I might put it on the door, even though it can't actually open, like I said. But I think it would just look cool, and I can get some like cutters, make that shorter, which I've already done. So because that chain was longer, I cut some of it off for another small project. Alright, this is looking good. And just kind of make it not all the same way that the paint strokes are going, so it isn't too perfect. There's no use in doing the bottom. I guess if I did, it would only be to, just in case if any of it shows, like right here. That makes sense. I think I'm just going to do it like right along the edge. Alright, there. Alright, so just going to wait for that to dry and come back and paint the top and then paint the inside. Alright, it's been a couple of minutes. Well, more than a couple minutes. This is a little bit dry. But I can just go ahead and paint it. I thought because it's not like it matters, it's just all gonna be wet all at the same time. Just set it up. I think the sides, I'll probably wait for it to dry and then paint the sides. And then the inside. Because I don't want to mix the paint, because this paint's still wet. Alright, so that was just a real quick thing, and when I come back, I will probably have the sides painted. Alright, while that is drying over there, and if you can see here really small, the Necronomicon is drying, but I just discovered this brown right here is really dark, and I will probably paint a little bit over that and put the Necronomicon in this color. And I'll probably put the floor in this color as well. Alright, so the only thing I do not have painted in the inside, well, two things, is that and the inside of the door. Alright, so inside of the door, how I'm going to do it is, here's what you do. Get a piece of duct tape. I did this to paint the outside of the inside white, so I don't get white on the inside of the door. I paint over, I just didn't want to get it on there. Alright, so what you do is the only trouble with this is it covers up a teeny bit of it. So what you can do to help that is just stick it on the front, which it has less likely of a chance to stay, but it still can. So I'll just paint that real quick. Won't even take that long. This brush here isn't like one of my best brushes. So I just have to get a lot. Like I said, I'm running out of this color of brown paint. I said that earlier. So I'll probably just use a different color paint because I do need more. Plus this paint is too light brown anyway. It's okay for the outside of the cabin because that's not important. The inside of the cabin is. It's mostly for the looks of the inside. But it is a little bit for the outside. Sorry, I hit the... Alright, so there's another thing to sit there and dry. I think it needs a little bit more. Alright, hopefully that duct tape doesn't just suddenly just like come off. That would not be good. Alright, well, before I get started painting this a different color of brown, I'm just gonna say this video might be just as long as the other one. The one that was 18 minutes long. So hopefully you can sit around and watch it. I'm sure when you clicked on the video you've seen how long it was. So I'm just gonna kinda, it doesn't matter if it gets on my fingers. Sorry if you, I'm so sorry you couldn't see. See, it's really glossy, you could really see it. Just kind of wipe it with my finger. Just kind of around random spots. Okay. This is like just a really small decoration for my diorama. And yes, I'm getting it on the table. So I'll just wait for that to dry and maybe scrape it off around the mouth and other things to help it look better. But that's as much as I'm going to do on that right now. Just going to let it sit there and dry. It will be longer for me. I'm going to have to wait for the door to dry. So the door's going to be drying. Fireplace is almost dry. And then this won't take long. So I'll be back. Alright, so I'm back. It's been about 20 minutes. Just kind of let them all dry. Make sure they're completely dry. The Necronomicon is completely done. Actually, the back isn't completely dry because it was laying down. I'm just going to set it on its face over there. Alright, so this is, though. So what I'm going to do, this is the brush that I used for the Necronomicon. And I'm just going to, just like that. So I'm just gonna have to let this completely re-dry again, but not quite. I need to get something so I don't have to have it dry. Alright, I'm back. I just had to get this paper towel. And what I do sometimes, if I don't want to actually have it dry and I don't want it to look completely perfect, because I want you to be able to see the other brown underneath, I just gonna wipe it, as you've seen I just did. So, say just paint right there, paint over here, paint the top, and just fold this up like that, and go in and it dries completely almost right away. It's still a little sticky, but pretty much dries right away. I'm just gonna leave the sides how they are. Maybe this one. This one's, you can tell that's shiny. And then even this, just alright, now just set that there to dry. And I'm sorry, every single time I start a video I say alright. It annoys the crap out of me. I keep on trying to remember not to do it. And I can't even remember if I did it on the beginning of this part of the video. But I hope not, because it actually annoys me too. But I'm not going to restart, because I can't reverse time and have none of this, of this stuff be undone. And then redo it. Okay, so the door, is okay. Here's how it shuts. Kind of have to push on it. It's just kind of shut like that. So there it is. And it opens back up. Alright, so now I'm going to paint the cellar right there, and I'll just paint it with this color, the color I was using. Sorry, my arm's in the way. It won't take long to paint. I'll unzoom. There we go. While I'm painting this, well, I have to be really careful, though, not to get it the other paint, like I just did. I'm going to turn this off, and when I come back, it'll be done. Here, it is. I'll paint it up and kind of done. Once that's dry, I'm going to put more gashes so they're easier to see. Because as you can see, right there, you can see that gash and that one. Then I'm going to have to do them once it dries so you can see them better to redo them. Okay, so next I'm going to do the boarding on the windows, and then I'm going to, once the fireplace over there is dry, probably end up gluing that there, and I'd be almost done. And by that time, I'm going to do the porch. The porch part, I don't know if it'll be in this part of the video, well, this, of part 3, or part 4, but definitely going to do it. So, rest of this, like I said, it's going to be putting boards on here, like where the window's boarded up, and gluing on the fireplace, definitely. I'll probably print a little Home Sweet Home sign, too, if there's ink in the printer. Alright, so stay tuned for that. Also, probably in part 4, or just off camera sometime, might put a little light. Sorry. I'm gonna use these for the boarding on the windows. Skinny Sticks 75 pack. I have 2 of these, but I barely used any so far. This one, some reason, it was like a dirty color, and I think that looks good. So, see the difference. But so all you do, if you want to make it look like a board, kind of board it up on there. You just break it. So then you see if it'll fit across, which that one does, so that one will be used. That one will be used. Oh, I dropped that one. And then this one here, it's kind of too short. I'm just gonna cut the end off. Also, you can crack and split them. So, see, you can actually make them really thin if you wanted to. I didn't do this one perfect, but see, now, look at it, it's really thin. But what's the use of doing that when there's these, which these are not going to be used in this, except for the door handle. Already was. Alright, so, gotta make some more of these, and I'll be back, and I'll be gluing. Alright, use this glue, and let's get started. As you can tell, that was sped up at as high as my app will help me, like let me speed it up. So here's how it looks from the outside. I did not show that I did this, but I did it after. But right there, that one right there, I added afterwards. So that's how it looks. There's that window. There's that window. This one here, I need to scrape the white off of the inside. Probably replace it with blood. Alright, now for the next thing. Okay, so here is the, sorry how that moves around. Next part, I just put tape around this because I'm going to be painting the inside black. I did have this foam that I could have used for the inside, but I don't know where it went. It could have looked like brick, but that's okay. I'll just try to find a good brush. Alright, I found one. Okay, so probably gonna have to do this real quick. Alright, so this will not take long at all, not even just a few seconds. I'm not even painting the whole inside, only painting where you can see. And there, I'm done. So I just have to let that dry. Alright, well, everything else is drying. Even what I'm painting is drying. I'm just going to use this gloss and this paint, so some of it's glossy and some of it's not. Gloss makes it look wet, so I'm just going to put some blood. Alright, so I painted over here, I forgot to move it, and now I'm just going to wipe it a little. There we go. Okay, so there's both the windows. This one here needs a little more. So I'm just going to speed it up, like I did before. I'm going to put blood all around, just everywhere before I put anything in. So let's just start that. Okay, so I'm just going to say every single thing that I have to do on inside and out. So I'm going to start with the outside. Okay, so outside I need to get this dark paint, some more of it. Oh wait, no, sorry, wrong paint. This paint right here, and which there's a lot, and put it some places on the outside. And I need to put the deck without the the wooden things though, so just the deck. Alright, so let's go into the inside and talk about what I have to do in there and what I maybe won't, but I might. Okay, so let's start over here. So over here, gonna have the fireplace, which is right there, but just haven't glued it on. So I need to glue on the fireplace. I need to get a chair and one of my black chairs and paint it brown. Or like a small, some type of steel. Then I need to get a deer head. If you've ever seen those small statues, they're like big, normally a big R. I went, but I couldn't find one. Not a big R, but at Walmart. So I just have to look again. So I need to get one of those, cut its head off, and then put it over the mantle. It's not going to be evil. Over here, this over here is just pretty much done. I'm probably just going to have to paint white down here. Over here is done. I'm just going to have to somehow make a couch or do something over here, or maybe not have a couch, but I really want one in there. Over here will be a table. I need to paint down here white. Put some tape down and then paint it white. So off camera, I'm gonna paint the bottom white all the way. Down here doesn't need to be white, just right here and all the way right here. It's all going to be white. And then after that, I will be gluing on the that will be on camera. I'll be gluing this on the fireplace, and then whenever I find a deer head, that'd be next. Alright, so off camera, like I said, I'm gonna paint that and then go from there. Alright, I did it off camera, but all I did is I used this glue on each corner, and then I put a teeny bit of this in the middle, because this right here is terrible glue, so it only works if you use a teeny bit amount. Alright, so I said I would show it on camera, but I didn't. As I just said all this stuff on there, because these are all the ones that are almost full. Except this one right here is not that full. So all those are like completely full almost, so they're heavy. So it's kind of pushing it down. I'll just let it dry. And this is where the video ends. So part 4 coming soon. Part 4 I will be doing the Home Sweet Home thing. I'll be putting a clock over here maybe. Probably be doing the table, which I already discovered something for the table. I'm just gonna paint it brown. And then I'll be doing the outside porch. So, and then I'd be done. But, I might add some more stuff. Oh yeah, plus the deer head. Completely forgot about that. So that's gonna be the hardest part. Plus the printers, my, iPod isn't connecting to it very well. So, the printouts probably won't be till after. Alright, so like, comment, and subscribe, and thanks for watching. Stay tuned for part 4.